If you want to precisely control the volume of a track, the envelope tool will help. We will see how to use the envelope tool to mix background music to the precision we want. Let's walk through how to use the envelope tool in a clear and simple way. First, to use the envelope tool, you need to click on its icon. The icon is here beside the selection icon. When you do that, a blue line appears on top of the waveform. This line lets you control the volume of different parts of the audio. You can click on this line and drag it up or down to make the sound louder or softer. As you move the line, the shape of the waveform changes too. When the waveform shrinks, the volume gets lower. When it grows, the volume gets louder. At first, if you just move the line up or down without adding extra points, the whole waveform changes together. But the real power of the envelope tool comes when you add more control points. If you click 2 points on the blue line, you can change only the section between those 2 points. The rest of the audio stays the same. If you adjust other parts, the remaining part will not be affected. The envelope tool basically operates like this: you click to add a control point, and then you adjust the line as you wish. This is very useful when you want to adjust the volume of just some parts of your audio without affecting the other parts. This can be a handy tool for mixing background music. Usually, we use Audacity to mix background music. We can use both the Audacity and the envelope tool to mix music to the precision we want. Now, let's see how the envelope tool works with Audacity. First, I'll undo all the changes I made. Then, I go back to the selection tool. Select the track, and go to the Audacity effect. I go to the effect menu, and choose Audacity. In the Audacity settings, I set the duck amount to -12 dB, and leave the rest as default. I will apply this Audacity configuration. If you've seen my earlier videos or lessons, you might already know how this works. After applying Audacity, I go back to the envelope tool. Now I can fine-tune the volume even more. I click on the blue line and create control points to keep the background music loud in some parts, and quieter in others, based on where someone is speaking. This gives you very precise control over the audio. You can increase or decrease the loudness wherever needed. I would recommend that you do some practice with the envelope tool to learn how it works. It is mainly a manual adjustment thing, and you have to judge it by listening to your adjustments. If you want to listen to your adjustments, you have to either select the selection tool, the eye icon, or you can use the multi-tool. Multi-tool has both the selection tool and the envelope tool. For example, if you have the envelope tool selected, you cannot click inside the track to play the audio. It will always adjust the waveform if the envelope tool is selected. But if you select the multi-tool, you can click inside the track to play. You can see the line of playhead is now showing, and I can play the audio from here. However, the envelope tool is also active. I can adjust the blue line as part of the envelope tool. You have to practice a bit to truly understand how it acts.
Definitely. So for this project, there's some specifics there that are going to paint the picture of who we're looking for. And
there is another use case of the envelope tool. Let's assume a certain part of your audio is too loud. You can use the envelope tool to tame down the volume of that part. This is great for fixing moments where the volume spikes unexpectedly. Let's assume this part is unexpectedly loud, so I want to lower the volume of only this part. I can do that using the envelope tool. I will create 2 control points to isolate this part, and adjust using the envelope tool. So that's how the envelope tool works. It's really helpful for making small, careful changes to your audio. You can use it by itself, or with tools like Audacity.
We're wanting. So for this project, it's going to be looking for a narrator who's a millennial, who loves working from home, but needs to eliminate the distractions and connect with.
Besides learning this, it's also good to know how to use some basic Audacity effects to improve sound quality. You see a card on your screen linking to the Sound Better process in Audacity. Please check that out if you want to learn how to make your audio sound better in Audacity. Thanks for following along.